In a recent interview with Axios, Fox Corporation CEO, which means Fox News CEO, Lachlan Murdoch, actually lamented, almost whined about the fact that America and the whole world has just become so darn divided. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? Like, what could have caused the planet to become so divided along ideological lines, right? I mean, it's total mystery to me. I can't think of a single group or maybe a single family that's responsible for dividing people along party lines, with, of course, the exception of the Murdoch family themselves. The Murdoch media empire stretches far beyond the United States. In fact, it didn't even originate here. They own tabloids and partisan papers in Australia. They own them in the United Kingdom. And of course, they own them here in the United States. And their sole purpose is to divide people, country by country, along party lines. But here is what Mr. Murdoch had to say to Axios about how sad it is that everything's so divided. I think the world is more divided and on edge than it has been, for a very long time. I think, on the noise around it, so much of it is politicized, and so you've got to be tough about it. Now, just in case anybody was wondering, Lachlan was, of course, responding to questions about his network and certain host, Tucker Carlson, pushing the Great Replacement Theory, which, of course, is what was mentioned in the manifesto. And so Lachlan is trying to put on a brave face and say that, hey, you got to be tough about it, right? Because people are so darn divided. Could you imagine that? So you got to be tough about it. Nope, you got to take responsibility for it, Lachlan. You and your entire family. Because you're actually doing this. Now, you may not be actively doing it, but by allowing it on your network through your media outlets, you are passively engaging in the spreading of this racist conspiracy theory. Because that is what it is, by the way. In case you're not familiar, the core tenet of the Great Replacement Theory is that the left is actually bringing in non-white people to the United States to make white people a minority so that the majority would be people of color who agree with leftist politics. That's the theory, and it is a conspiracy theory, and it is deeply rooted in racism. And by allowing people like Tucker Carlson to go on the air on his network and spread these lies, Lachlan is engaging in this. He's profiting from it. Hey, Tucker Carlson, again, highest rated person on cable news, not just Fox News, but all of cable. And he's pushed this over 400 times that the New York Times was able to identify. And instead of addressing that issue, Lachlan decided to just say, well, everybody's just so divided. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's causing it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go count all my money from all of these media outlets my family owns that, of course, are, peddling in hate and division. Because that's what Fox News is. That's what most of the Murdoch-owned media outlets have become. Hate and division. It's what's profitable. They've built a nice little audience with it. People love it for some reason. But when you do that, own it, man. Own it. You're not fooling anybody by saying, oh, it's just so divided and it's politicized and you got to be tough about it. You can't, suffer the slings and the arrows of all of these people coming at you. You got to be tough. People are dead because of the horrible things that your network has said over the years. Own it, man. You're profiting off it. You may as well show a little pride in it too. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.